Hello everyone. Today we will be taking apart this little watch over here. This watch, it does not work unfortunately, but I mean, I think you can still move the dials by turning this crown. No? Okay. Well, this thing is going to be quite interesting because this thing probably contains a little bit of electronics inside of it because it doesn't go back and forth to wind a spring that you would like in purely mechanical watches. And even if it was a pure mechanical watch, it would still be pretty interesting. And of course it has this little bracket which you would open and close to put it on your hand. Like, you could put it on your hand and then go around to close it. I'm probably not doing this correctly, but hopefully you could kind of understand how that would work. But anyway, let's stop faffing about and see if I can take this band off, because it's getting kind of in the way. If you look very close in there, then you should be able to see some little mechanism, and I think I'll be able to pop this out to get the band off. Oh! No. If I can get that in there, then I think I'll be able to take the band off. Yeah, this might take some time, but let's give this one more chance. Well, maybe I should continue off camera. That's one side of the band off. Let's finish with the other side. Alright, so now the watch band is off, and I'm left with just the watch face. If you look over here, you can see this little tab, which is, you know what? You can see this little tab, which you probably would have to pry to get it off. So can I do this? I'm not sure if this is the correct way to do it. Maybe does the crown need to be twisted in some way to do this? I have no idea how you take a watch apart. Maybe just doing it straight across here. Oop. Maybe just squeezing it. It'll cause the can to crush and it'll expose the insides. I'm gonna have to fiddle around with this a while for it to open. Well, I completely managed to destroy all of the glass in front of the face, so maybe there's something that will allow me to get at it from behind the glass, although the hands will definitely be a bit of an issue if I want to get at this thing properly. Ooh. Nice and shiny on the inside. And then these glass pieces, of course, very sharp. Probably shouldn't be handling those with the fingers, but anyway, let's see if I can bust out the rest of it. Well, that's all the glass removed, but it doesn't give me any sort of access, no screws, no nothing to the internals. But, I mean, the watch hands do still move. And look, the hour hand is even moving as I move the minute hand, so the gears inside are still working, which is quite surprising to me. 12 Citizen Eco Drive, Japan MOVT, whatever the heck. Of course, the Japanese, making everything an absolute pain to take apart. Well, I managed to remove the hands. That right there is the minute hand, and the hour hand, I think, probably landed in this box of screws, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to find it. So, well, we'll keep trying because I really want to see the inside of this thing. Alright, I faffed around enough. Let's see if I can break the face. It's probably made out of some sort of ceramic, so it's gonna be pretty easy to break, hopefully. What the heck? What's this made out of? Titanium? Is it just a layer of painted metal? Come on. Do it for real. You gotta be bloody kidding me. Oh, would you look at that? The Citizen label is peeling off. There it is in my hand. It is. Then it's just N over there. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, it broke. It actually broke. Let me see if I can do that in a different location. Oop. That broke too. If I break this enough times, then it will inevitably fall into pieces, and then we can look at the interior. Oh. Oh, there's a big crack running down the middle. Maybe now I can pry this ceramic-y material apart? Oh my bloody goodness. This is like... I mean, I'm basically using caveman tools on this. Oh. What is in here? What is this? Future technology? What is this thing? I have no idea. Let's go ahead and break off the rest of it. So that's what it looks like with the face removed. It almost looks like 4 cells of some kind. Can I peel into this even further? Because, I mean, seeing it layer by layer is almost just as interesting as opening it up and looking at the internals, no? Except this time I'm opening it from the front in, well, literally the exact opposite way it was intended to be opened. So, oh, there's the plastic layer, which is also brittle for some reason. So that's gone. Now there is whatever this is. There's some resin or something on the sides that's holding this in place. Oh, it's coming out. Okay. So this is just some sort of thin membrane with things printed on it. It's flexible. Then on the inside, well, does the crown still pop out? The crown does still move, and those hands would probably be moving. So... There's some tiny golden spring that just fell out. Look at this. Some tiny golden spring. Can I dig deeper into this? Alright, now we're probably gonna see some of the mechanical bits. Okay. So there are some gears and stuff over here. Some solenoid, which might be part of a motor. There's this crown, which of course just goes into the system. And then of course it's all mounted on this little metal plate. Can I remove it? If I can't, it's okay. But there might be some interesting gears and stuff under this plate. And of course this little solenoid right here, it's complete toast. I'm not saving the magnet wire on it. It's so unbelievably thin that it might as well just not exist. Falls apart with a touch of a hand or a touch of a tweezer. Either way. Well, there's some bits around the sides. If I could just get rid of those, then it would be easy to get the rest of the stuff out. Can I get rid of it with the pliers? Ooh, it's chewy. So it's a plastic that's keeping everything in place. Oh, the back popped out, finally. Whew. So now, that's the back. Finally removed. And inside, well, there's a battery. Yum. So let's get this little watch module out. If I could just get this crown off. I mean, I still want it to be mostly intact. I don't want it to just... Oh, okay, there you go. So that's the watch module right there. There's this little piece of metal on the back that seems to be holding much of the circuitry. Oh, and a gear just fell out. Well, I'll keep chewing away at this metal piece off camera. Well, that didn't take too long. Now you can see that, well, you can see the crystal. It's this little metal tube over here. This is what actually produces the frequency that the clock goes by. And of course there's this little battery which can probably be removed. Did it just fell out? No, it did not. Alright, so there it is. It's spot welded, if you can see there. Fascinating. Panasonic MT516F from Japan. I have absolutely no idea if I can get into some of the deeper mechanical bits in this. I mean, let's just face it, mechanical watches are an absolute feat of engineering. No wonder a Rolex costs like 70,000 bloody dollars. But, oh, did it just press into my thing? Oh man, that little shaft right there is hard enough that it actually pressed into the cutting board instead of popping out like it's meant to be. Well, there's all the metal pieces are just falling out as we speak. Maybe, hopefully it won't press into the hard metal of my snips here. Oop, it's popping out. And so is that metal piece along with it. Maybe do this. Well, let's just keep hacking away at this off camera until I get something exciting. That circuit board might be able to come off. It might not come off in one piece, but it'll still come off. Ooh. Oh, that is the control chip. It's completely unlabeled. It's just a small sliver of silicon. I mean, in a cheap watch, you'd probably just have an epoxy blob where the chip would be under a blob of epoxy, but look at that thing. It looks like it's almost directly mounted on the board with almost no epoxy. Like, I mean, where are the bond wires in this thing? Now that is something impressive. That's a find. And then, of course, there's that tiny crystal in there, which I might be able to get out. All right, there you go. There it is. Would you look at that? That's a crystal. So basically inside of this metal can is a small piece of quartz that vibrates at a very specific frequency when the electrical characteristics are right, I guess. Like if you have capacitors with it or something, but yeah, I don't really know how exactly you would drive a crystal to get a frequency out of it. But anyway, the rest of this stuff inside of here is just going to be gears, which will be under that little metal piece right there. Maybe I can remove that metal piece. And that's, of course, the solenoid right there, which I'm just going to snap. Oh man, that wire is just delaminating. Wow. It looks like hair. Yeah, this is literally the same sort of diameter stuff as in hair. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the gears out in a single piece with the proper tools. Or maybe let's cut off the rest of that solenoid stuff. So that solenoid is cut off, and if you zoom in there, you can see this teensy-weensy little gap over here, which I think I might be able to force the tweezer into and then pop it off. Or not. Maybe just the force is all you need. Oh man. Oh, alright. So there are all the gears inside of it, and then some of these mechanical bits and pieces and stuff. And then these tiny, tiny gears. Just look at that thing. Look at this poor little brass gear. How many teeth does it have? I have no idea. Well, it's gone off screen. Look at that tiny little brass gear. Once I finally managed to pick it up, there you go. Let's see how tiny this thing really is. Would you look at that? Whoop. It is so tiny. All this stuff is tiny. I mean, mechanical watches are mere feats of engineering. And I mean, even though this one is just complete toast, and it was toast even before I started this thing, I'm still glad I took it apart to learn some of the internals of this, and maybe even learn about it a little bit later once I am... if I decide to research this watch a little bit more.